Yeah, instead of saying "oh," I would say Colin McCaskey.
Colin McCaskey.
Like he's trying to pay all 219 months up front right now because he knows he's up for that super max.
Straight up. Yeah, that was around real bad during it.
They into something else. What they got out here nowadays?
It's tuberculosis.
Well, that's just something that the insurance company tells you that they pay.
Wow.
So you can keep on paying for insurance.
If she let you hit it raw, you can still create a baby. But don't hit it raw and then create the baby and then say, oh, well, you knew I ain't with the kids, whatever. It's like the same way you thought she wasn't serious about being celibate because she let you hit is the same way she didn't think you were serious about not wanting to have kids because you hit it raw.
So here's my take, right?
I didn't mean to look at you at that moment.
So let's get to sports.
Okay, well, after the third time, since my segment is very short, everybody's revving up for WrestleMania. Mm-hmm. They're just revving up for storylines. Charlotte Flair is trying to rev up things with Tiffany Stratton for the women's championship, and of course people are like, we don't want to see Charlotte because she's been a champion for 10 fucking years, and we want to see somebody new. But let's be real, I have a feeling like she gonna beat Tiffany ass. I'm so sorry, because that girl is 6 foot tall and brolic as shit. I'm so sorry. And that's Ric Flair's daughter. So there's that upon that. Yeah. And I can't wait to see this Cody Rhodes fight as well. Okay. With John Cena, since that's his farewell tour.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So we're wrapping up for that. Hopefully, I can at least record myself with the reactions of each match. But some of the matches will be while we're recording next Saturday.
Oh, great.
So yeah, bear with me on certain things. Okay. I might be a little bit late on rewatching certain stuff, so just bear with me in time. Right. And moving on to sports with Courtney.
Okay. No, I just want to tap in real quick. We got to talk about the NCAA Women's Basketball Championship against UConn and South Carolina.
They got trashed.
Those of you who watched the game, it took place last Sunday, and it was not a pretty sight. Okay, South Carolina got blown out by more than 20 points. They were being beat, spanked, and mangled by like 30 the entire game.
Damn, mangled.
So South Carolina they took a really brutal loss against Gino and UConn. Mm-hmm. UConn came out on tight. Official score is 82-59.
Damn. God damn.
Well, so it was brutal.
Brutal ain't the word.
It was a brutal game. I watched it from beginning to end. It was a brutal game. I was rooting for South Carolina, and I man, poor Dawn. Poor Dawn. She was pissed the whole game. I would have been too. Like she was pissed for the first
working besides her.
I mean, it was like they weren't even trying. It was like they weren't even trying. I mean, they like literally. Gino did such a good job preparing the Huskies for South Carolina.
That's 2K rookie mode numbers right there.
Yeah, it's and I mean both UConn and South Carolina, let me just put this out here, are both amazing college franchises. Let's just put that out there because Gino has like 16 final appearances or something like that, like some crazy, and Dawn Staley is not far behind him, even though Dawn Staley is the highest paid collegiate coach in the whole of NCAA history. Even though Gino has more rings than her, she has this year she quit that contract and is getting paid more than any other coach in the history of NCAA coaches, men or women.
Damn.
So like. Even though like they both deserve their respect, both Gino and Dawn Staley, they both deserve their respect. But Gino definitely came out on top. Like oh my goodness, the way he prepared those girls, like they were. I couldn't believe that they were spanked. That they spanked them like that. Couldn't believe it. But shout out to them. Looking forward to seeing them next year. And then get ready for the WNBA draft that's coming up soon. I forgive me, guys, I don't have the date with me, but the WNBA draft is coming up soon, and we're gearing up. I believe May 16th or the week of May 16th is the start of preseason. We usually have about a week, maybe two of preseason, and then we're straight into, by the end of May, by the 26th will be the regular season will start. So let's get ready for that. Let's see where everyone's going.
Yeah, draft for you guys, WNBA is April 14th.
Oh, wait, is that? Oh, yeah,
Right
dang.
on, yeah.
It is that quick. It's always that quick.
Yeah.
It's literally this week.
Damn.
Like it's literally on Monday.
Yeah.
So because they literally, that's what they were saying about Caitlin Clark, and Angel Reese and all of the class that came in last year. Is like y'all get they do the NCAA championship. Then they get maybe a week, and then it's the draft, and then the season starts. Like they really like that entering into the WNBA. That whole first rookie season is brutal for them because like you're coming from college to
the draft,
to the pro. You're coming from college to college championships to the draft and then pros. And you got to understand if you're coming in at the caliber like Caitlin Clark did, and the way the notoriety that the WNBA is getting these days, like that is brutal. Just like in the NBA, we see a lot of people come from college and then hit the NBA and then they kind of flop a little bit. Like it's the same thing. Like if we want to talk about people in the WNBA, like Kia Vaughn, she was a center for Rutgers, but when she came to the league, she was amazing. She was a part of that 55 defense group with Coach Stringer when Coach Stringer was when Rutgers women's basketball had the NCAA on lock for like a decade. So like she was a part of that group with Matee Ajavon and all of those Epiphany Prince. She was part of that group, but she went to the league and pretty much floated around all the teams. She was an amazing center on the college level, but got to the professionals, and it took her a long time to get into her groove. And then once she finally did get into her groove, she pretty much retired a few years later.
Damn.
So it wasn't really that like.
Why do you think the other disparity from pros and college to pros is so like large?
For what, women?
Men.
What do you mean, like the disparity?
Like the talent disparity.
One is because
like in my head, right, in college you're younger, so like you're competing at a high level,
right?
But like pros, it's like like these guys are more seasoned, so they know more, but at the same time you're still in your peak in college.
Yes and no. Like I feel like your peak starts to happen your latter years of college, like your last year or two of college, and then it continues into your professional year. But you don't stop. Like you might get a peak year, like your peak might start your senior year of college basketball, and then you get into the league, and then you peak. Like you might be one of those crazy anticipated freshmen, and you come into the league, and you got all this going on. You gotta remember, they're getting money now, because in college, before the NIL deals, nobody was getting money. So they're getting money. They have freedom now because they're not in class all the time. Like, they gotta travel for basketball, but they literally don't have to really do anything else but play basketball or do anything else. So now you got freedom. At that point, you graduate in college and you're trying to start a family. Especially if you're getting money with deals or whatever, you're trying to start a family and settle down, or you're trying to take care of your family and things like that. Then also, like, it's just the speed, right? At every level, there is an amount of slack that is taken away from you, right? So in elementary school, middle school, they're gonna let you travel while you playing the games and stuff like that, this, that, and third. But by the time you leave in middle school and into high school, you gotta dribble the basketball. Like, you know what I mean? Or like, you know what I mean? You gotta show up to practice, you gotta do certain things. And even if you're the top player, there's still certain stipulations. But even you pushing, you gotta remember, like, your brain is not fully developed. So you're still learning even when you come out of high school. even when you come out of college, you're still kind of like learning a new experience of things. And by the time you come out of college, you're just settling into like who you are or who you're about to become, right? So it's a transitional phase, and the speed of everything, like the workouts are more, the travel is more, the practices are more. You got teams they're practicing like almost every day. Like they don't, if you're home and you don't have any game on off season, like sometimes teams are practicing on off season. You still gotta go to practice, even though you're not, you know what I mean? You're not moving around. But like, I think it's just a mental thing. Like you push yourself to a certain level when you're in college, when you're in high school, when you're in college. But that level is not on the level of the pros. So you've never been challenged to push yourself that hard. You've never been challenged to push yourself that hard. So when you get to the pros, you're like, oh my God, I thought I did the hardest thing I could ever do. I won the NCAA championship. I broke records and blah, blah, blah. And you get to the pros and you're like, wait, there's harder stuff?
If I'm like 19, 20 coming out of high school, I should still have an edge up on this like 29, 30-year-old in the pros.
Nah, because there's experience. Like, it's like, all right, all my Christians, right? When you first get saved, right? You be on fire for Jesus. You be, oh my God, did you hear about Jesus? Did you hear about, like, you're literally running around. You want to tell everybody about Jesus. Like, it's like this fire, right? Yeah. And a lot of like seasoned Christians, right? You know, especially like ministers and stuff like that. We look at the babes in Christ and we chuckle because it's like, they're very green. Right? They're very like Bible. They're like, you're not supposed to do that. The Bible says this and blah, blah, blah. But they don't understand like
the nuances.
Exactly. They don't understand what it actually means. That like they're taking the practical part of it, but not understanding what it actually means to experience. Like a person could, a teacher or any person or a family member could talk all they want about how you suck at being a parent and you don't take care of your kids, but they're not really valid, or they don't really know how hard it is or understand what it is to take care of a kid until they have kids. Like, I didn't gain the respect that I have for my mom now until I had my son. It was like I have respect for my mom, but there was a new level of respect because now I experience being a mother, what it means, the pressure, like, you know what I mean? College people and high school people, they don't have that pressure of being a free grown adult that is working a job where it's like, I'm paying you millions of dollars, thousands of dollars, millions of dollars, and now you have the freedom. You don't have to go to school. You ain't worried about scholarships and tuitions and stuff like that. You on your own have to do all of this stuff. You have to commit. You have to do it, and we're gonna pay you handsomely for it. But you have to be able to manage it. And I think I said this before. A lot of these women and men and young men come into the league and they don't have teams around them. Like Angel Reese spending what, $7,000 on rent?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, where's your team?
Easily paid.
You could have bought a house.
3.5.
You could have mortgaged a house with that, and had that house paid off very quickly. Like, you could have mortgaged the house with that. So like, they come in, they're getting all this money, they're getting this new freedom, they're getting, you know, new attention because now you're a pro. Like, even if you were somebody who was quiet when you were in college, now you're a pro. You went through the draft, everybody pretty much know who you are. And if you're making noise, you're getting attention, you're getting new money, you're getting new freedom. It's hard.
Yeah.
And you got, and the weights are bigger, and the people are bigger, the experience, like, it's going to be hard.
That's true.
That's a fact.
Like, your endurance as a young person coming into league might be better. Like, you might be able to go longer or whatever.
Faster for longer?
Yeah, faster for longer. But the mechanisms and the techniques is what you don't have experience. Like, that's what the older and veterans people have above you. Like, they know, like Curry, What? That man could throw the ball anywhere from any place on the court. He could be in the stands and the ball will probably go in.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he has a unique scientific knowledge of how to throw the ball, the angle. You know what I mean? Like, it's the same thing when you run in plays and stuff like that. There's things that happen in a game at game pace that if you don't have experience, you don't know what to do when it happens in the game. You're going to sit there stuck and get the ball stolen. So, and just sidebar, can we talk about Bronny and his average of 2.3 points in the season?
Yo, the media, I think like somebody said like.
Can we talk about it? I'm sorry.
They was on him for like his game point average. And it's like
2 points is outrageous.
Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
2 points?
Yeah.
2 points? 2.3. Let's give him his average. It's more than 2 points.
It's a little crazy.
2.3.
It's a little crazy.
Yeah, I think you should just give it up, or
Nah, I wouldn't say give up.
I don't know. And honestly, I feel like if he was anybody else, they probably would have dropped him from the
100%.
Oh, yeah.
If he was anybody else but
100%.
LeBron's kid, they would have dropped him from the G League already.
Oh, guaranteed.
Like, they definitely
100%.
would have dropped him from the G League already. So, like,
He wouldn't even made it to the damn G League. I never thought he was that nice. Just my opinion. I never thought he was, but you know,
100%.
I don't think he should drop it though. I think put all the effort in and see where. I mean, I don't
He
know.
already in the G. Where's the goal? Like he already in the G League.
Yeah, I don't know how much better like help assistance you get than your pops and whoever else they're probably paying for. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but I don't know. You either got it or you don't, man. I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I feel like he's trying to be his own self
Yeah.
in the G League. So there is like a transitional, period that was there, like we're talking about that transitional period. But I feel like he's been in the G League all season, and I feel like he looks more comfortable on the court, but him being more comfortable on the court is not proving results.
Yeah.
Like him having chemistry with his
It's
team,
not translating to
he
the
has
play.
a few plays that are like, oh, okay, like that was cool. Like we know you could do it, but it's like, all right, where's that initiative every game, every play of the game? Like, why are you not going hard?
Now, are we comparing him to like the average NBA player, or are we comparing him to his father?
I want to say I feel like he could go harder as the average NBA player. Like because he trained under his dad. Like, because he's probably been around like some great people, he should be better than what he is.
Yeah.
He should be a lot better than what he is. Like, he's not even better than Melo.
Nah.
Melo Ball? I love Melo.
Yeah.
I love all the Ball brothers. Except for like Jello, he doing too much. But I do
My
love
father is hilarious.
I love LeVar, like I love the Ball family.
Yeah.
I love all of them. Their mom, all of that. But yeah, like he's not even better than Melo when Melo was coming in.
Nah.
So
Yeah, I think Keon Anthony, when he get up there, man.
yeah, I think when
He gonna be a
He
problem.
he gonna give Bronny the business.
100%.
I dare them to put them against each other.
He'll get himself a ring, man.
Yeah.
He gonna do what his pops wasn't able to do.
He gonna get
You know what I'm saying?
definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
Wait,
Breaking
got a ring?
No.
Breaking
Nah,
Jones
Melo
from
got
first.
Damn.
He's in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, he just got inducted.
Yeah, he deserves that.
Shout out Melo. Shout out
Yeah.
Melo.
Yeah, shout out Melo.
I'm happy for him, man. Like, I've always been a Melo fan.
Same.
You know what I'm saying?
same.
And like, low key, I root for Syracuse because of him. You know what I'm saying?
yeah?
Like, yeah, 'cause I mean, I've always been like a Rutgers dude. Syracuse was like my second team. But basketball was like Rutgers, Seton Hall. Seton Hall always been crazy.
Yeah.
And then
I've been to
Syracuse,
some of those records in Seton Hall.
yo, the games was
They
crazy.
chanting.
Yeah.
They be chanting from the different sides of the court.
Yeah.
Yo, those games be loud. Them Seton Hall games be loud back in the
They
day.
do.
That whole,
They be them games.
Seton
be
Hall,
loud.
like, it's known for that, for the basketball. It's known.
Yeah,
like, it's
yeah,
one of the,
yeah.
it's a powerhouse.
Yeah.
Them St. John, like, you just know those are basketball schools. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, I was a big fan of that whole like 2003, like LeBron, Wade, Melo. Like I was a fan of that whole lineup.
Yeah.
Or that, yeah,
I'm excited though to see like what's coming up.
Yeah.
You know, the NBA draft will be coming soon. It's the end of this regular season, almost at the end of the regular season. I know Knicks been number 3 for forever. You know what I'm saying? In 3rd place.
Yeah.
And I think they're playing Detroit Pistons in the playoffs. I think they got to beat either Cleveland, Brooklyn to close like the regular season and lock in at number 3, or they got to win against the Pacers. Well, the Pacers got to lose. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Stay at that number 3 seed, but number 3. You know what I mean? But yo,
We'll see what happens.
we gonna see. I'm excited. And then we got the NFL draft coming up on the 24th. So I'm excited for that. I want to see what we do. You know, I'm ready to see what we do. I'm excited.
Yeah,
You think they're gonna pass on Sanders?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. There's other options that are better than Sanders. Sanders has got the name behind him. He got the name behind him, and it's like I don't know, man. I just don't want to be a part of that bullshit.
Giants need the clout. Like, I'm not a Giant. I can't stand the Giants, but I don't think y'all need the clout. Like, y'all need to focus on the strength of the new foundation that you guys
building the foundation around Westbrook.
Yeah, they need to build the new foundation around Westbrook and not distract from building that foundation. Sanders comes in there, it's gonna take it's gonna split a lot of the attention, or the buzz is gonna get so much to a point where they're not even gonna think about Russell anymore. And he's one of the most important players in like positions in the team. Like, he has to throw the ball.
Yeah.
So like if the quarterback is not I don't want to say being catered to, but if the quarterback is not being considered, especially with him meshing integrating into the Giants franchise, now that he's new to the franchise, it's gonna be a rough season for you guys.
We got to build the O-line.
Yeah,
like, we have to.
Yeah, I have none. Like, it's non-existent.
Because we got a lot of threats, man.
Yeah.
We got mad threats with a good quarterback, but we have to work on that O-line. The tackle, the guard, all that goofy shit. You know what I'm saying? We have to.
Hard in the offseason. Y'all got to go hard in the offseason, and y'all got to, I mean, whoever they put around him, the team chemistry has to be good. And listen, I'm a Russell Westbrook.
Wilson,
yeah. Russell Wilson fan. So like I said, I'm not a Giants fan, but I will, be paying attention to the Giants because I am a fan of Russell.
Yeah, you know what else I'm excited for?
So,
I'm kind of happy that I get to see possibly Ciara
at the games.
I told my boyfriend that too. I'm like, screw Russell. I'm here for Ciara.
Listen, y'all, man.
That's Ciara's husband to me.
I'm
That's
mad happy for
Ciara's
her,
husband.
because you know what it is? Before she got with Russ, right? But she was kind of like a joke in the industry.
Was she?
Yeah, she was with Bow Wow. She was kind of like a joke. People used to crack jokes about her.
Before that?
No. My nigga, listen.
I don't know that.
They used to call Ciara a hermaphrodite.
No, she was born a hermaphrodite, I think.
No, she
That was refuted.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
You see? So you heard the same shit.
But I never thought anything wrong because people can be born a hermaphrodite. You choose.
But that just proves how much rumors was going around about her.
Yeah, because that was even false.
Yeah. But it was like she was like a little joke.
Okay, my
she
bad,
was still.
CC, I love you, boo.
She's still Ciara.
Like, no, it's supporting the women.
I love you, boo.
No,
But I didn't care because like people don't understand what a hermaphrodite is. Like,
exactly.
Like people get so weirded out by that. Like there's nothing wrong
You're
with
born with
that.
both sexual parts.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's only weird when the person doesn't get one removed. Like when the parent decides we're not going to get the operation because they'll do it for free for the baby.
Yeah.
So it's not like they have a medical cost. You just wait for the baby to grow up to see how their body develop. If their body start developing breasts, then you know that you need to cut the other part off. Like, but no. I'm sorry.
But at that point, that organ is basically non-functional. So it's not like it's like a situation.
Yeah, I really don't know nothing about it. I know that it's a thing. I just never like.
I don't think it's nothing to be weirded at. Like if I ran into a person that told me they were born a hermaphrodite, I don't think I would be mad about it. Like
You shouldn't.
Like I'm like I wouldn't be.
You can't do nothing about it.
It's
Like,
not you're not born.
Like as long as you don't still have both of them. Like I don't know if I'm brave enough to deal with both of them. Like
I mean, are there people?
Oh, you mean
adults that still have
if I'm
both?
not mistaken, there are people whose parents decided not to get the surgery and they grew up with both parts.
Oh shit!
Like, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's deep. That's deep.
Yeah, I'm sure there's fetishes and stuff like that with people out there.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know how we got on that, but
Yeah, that's great.
Right. We was talking about Ciara.
yeah, that's true.
About the
That's
rumors, the rumors. You know what I'm saying? But you know, she dated a couple dudes in the industry. Bow Wow. I think 50. I think.
Yeah, she dated 50 for a little bit.
Yeah. So.
Did she? I didn't know she dated 50.
Yeah, she dated 50. Yeah.
So before she got with Wilson, you know, everybody had a couple jokes, but it's like as soon as she got with Russ, it kind of like now she's like a NFL wife, and like you know, Russ is like religious and
We're
kinda,
Christian values.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? They got a family, they had some kids.
Now, like, people be clowning on Russ.
She bad though. She
What
is
you
bad.
mean? They both winning. Anybody that clown on Russ was
But the
Ciara,
only
they
people that
losers.
clown
They just
on
call them
Russ
corny, that's
The
are
people who don't have their crap
corny ass
together.
men.
That don't have their crap
Corny
together.
Call them-
And the chicks too. Like y'all clowns of y'all, how they winning? Like
Yeah.
nobody should be clowning us.
You know what it is, though?
They're winning.
It's our culture. Our culture is the ones that do it.
Crabs in a bucket.
Because for some reason,
Crabs in a
we're the
bucket.
only
They
people
call
that
them,
will clown people for being healthy. That nigga eating a salad. You funny as hell trying to be fucking
Like y'all
healthy.
mad that he
We are white people that do that.
Y'all
Yeah, we
mad
are.
that he loves that he respects his wife, loves his wife, and he doing right by his wife. Y'all mad that he took in her already had son with Future and made even more babies with her and has given her a better life and like y'all
Call
mad.
him a simp.
Y'all mad that
Oh, I like it. I like it.
y'all mad that Future mad when he know he ain't do that woman right. Like y'all
Future mad at himself.
y'all riding for Future, this loser. Y'all riding for this dude who talk about if I like her, I give her a watch. Like I don't understand. Like
That nigga funny as hell.
I don't understand. Like I don't understand. This dude has dogged out chicks and y'all mad at Russell. Y'all clowning Russell. Y'all the simps.
Give his bad name on
Y'all the
the
simps.
They call
Like
him the cleanup nigga.
The clean up nigga?
Clean up nigga.
Why? Because he made him smell as a kid?
Yeah, because he cleans.
Nah,
He
nah.
Hey,
I respect him for that, though. I
excuse
respect him.
he raised your kid because you wouldn't.
Yeah.
So like, who's the loser here? He had to take that role on because you wouldn't.
That is true.
So let's like put that in perspective. Y'all really need to get y'all lives together. Like
And who
I'm
does
tired of-
not, I mean, who wouldn't want to be a stepdaddy with Ciara?
I would. Sign me up.
Listen.
Cause at the end of the day,
At least you ain't.
Cause at the end of the
Ciara's
Unless
day,
you not ain't shit in
at
that
the end of the
regard.
day, I love men, but Ciara is a bad.
She bad.
She bad.
She fine as hell. I think she got even more like beautiful when she had more
Ain't
kids.
y'all the same age or
She's
something?
bigger. I don't know.
Listen,
But she bad though.
Ciara is a very attractive woman.
I'm
just-
So
I'm
I'm
just
just
saying-
saying,
the young women right
you know
now.
how
I'm
many
just
dudes
saying,
wish
you know
they
what I'm
could
saying?
have Ciara?
What are women are killing the young girls right now?
I'm
I
just
want to put that
saying,
out there.
you-
They're killing them.
I was
Yes.
just saying you should date within your age group, and Ciara
Listen.
is within your age group. That's all I'm saying.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't
More
date
shots.
no.
More shots.
I mean, I get the shot, but I mean, she bad though. Ain't no shot.
So that's my point.
Yeah.
Do you know how many men want to be with Ciara? My boy Russell is winning.
Yeah.
He's winning, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Like Ciara, okay? Future broke her heart. Okay, she was considered a clown in the industry, but guess what? Russell don't think she a clown. And he taking care of her. He got her happy.
Don't even gotta
Wait,
spend her Ciara
Did
money.
y'all hear her new
Yeah,
song?
yeah,
Did y'all
yeah.
hear her new song?
Yeah, I heard it.
Yeah, I like that.
I like that. So I said, I said, that's why y'all got all them kids now.
That's why. That's what
Terrible.
happens when you get
Terrible.
faithful D.
And she always doing them crazy
Acrobatics.
backdrop cause my favorite song of Ciara is Promise. That
Yeah.
video.
I promise.
Yeah. That, and she always got some video like that where she just dancing and just it's just shot by herself. She either dancing on top of a car in a room by
And
herself
she always
on a
matrix.
chair
She
somewhere.
always matrix.
Like like on a roof somewhere just dancing. Like,
Yeah.
I love it though. I love it. I'm definitely a Ciara.
Just pop locking on somebody's rooftop.
Right. Just pop locking your goodies all on.
My first CD. My goodness.
Not goodies. Not my goodies.
Speaking of that type of situation, talk about this whole Anthony Edwards thing.
Yeah.
Since
We went from light to dark. Okay.
Light and dark?
Yeah. I mean, it was a light conversation. It was light.
Yeah, a little lighthearted conversation, yeah.
Anthony Edwards, right? So, for y'all those who don't know, so Anthony Edwards had a baby with the rapper Lil Baby's baby mama, right?
Really? Okay.
Yeah, right.
Damn her.
I didn't know that was.
Okay.
I didn't know that relation was.
Yeah.
Well, girl. Okay. Well, there's a track record there. Okay.
Yep. Track record, right?
She like Thug.
With money.
Oh yeah, emphasis on the with money.
With money.
Because fuck thug niggas. What?
With money, right? So, long story less long, she got pregnant by Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards like, I want this baby. Here's $100K to get rid of it, right? She said, nah, I'm gonna take the $100K and I'm gonna have the baby, right?
Yeah.
So Anthony Edwards like bet $1.8 million. I'll pay a lump sum of $1.8 million for 219 months up front, all 18 years. Get out of my face! I'll even sign over my parental rights. I don't want nothing to do with you or the kid.
Damn.
So you pay almost $2 million.
Yeah, it's, including the $100,000 he already gave her. That's 1.9 mil, almost 2 million. Right? Internet is divided because they're like, yo, he ain't shit. Like, he's supposed to be the responsible one. He's supposed to take care of the kid. Why would he sign his rights away?
My thing is,
I said,
this is the guy.
Both y'all motherfuckers are irresponsible. Because the kid is here because both y'all are irresponsible.
100%. But like, didn't he tell her?
So bump the both.
I'm not that I'm negating his actions, but didn't he tell her he didn't want to have kids
100%.
before she got pregnant? Right?
Yeah.
I think that was the thing.
100%.
Now, this is my thing and why, like, I get upset with men a little bit, right? Because the same way we as women have to protect our bodies is the same way y'all gotta protect y'all livelihood. So, like, if a man tell me, because what you meant, the man Torch was here. It's like, if you telling me I'm spiritual, I'm doing X, Y, and Z, and I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that, then you can't give me no box either. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if these are your values and your morals, then that means that you're not giving me no box either. But if you give me the box, then I'm not gonna take your morals and your values, that serious. Like, or I really don't care about you because you told me these are your morals and your values, and I still took the box. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
and I'm no better than who you are, because if I really valued your morals, I wouldn't even went across that line to begin with. So. But like, even if outside of him valuing the morals, right? You know that you don't want, specifically on the situation about creating a life, right? Men know that they don't want a kid. They know that they don't plan on being responsible for that kid. They don't plan on doing anything. I get it. It feels real nice without a condom. But if you know that you are not willing to take care of the kid that you could possibly create, isn't it the man's job to wrap up? Because no matter how good it feels, and no matter if she lets you do it, if she lets you hit it raw, you can still create a baby. But don't hit it raw and then create the baby and then say, oh, well, you knew I ain't with the kids, whatever. It's like the same way you thought she wasn't serious about being celibate because she let you hit is the same way she didn't think you were serious about not wanting to have kids because you hit it raw.
So, here's my take, right?
I didn't mean to look at you at that moment. I'm like, I didn't mean to do that.
So I think,
but I can't look at him either. So that's why I'm looking at you.
I think, right, the only thing Anthony Edwards is guilty of is not wrapping it up. That's the only thing I think he's guilty of, right?
Yeah.
Because one,
she got a lot of consequences though.
Right.
That's the only thing he is guilty of. But that
was a domino
has
effect.
A lot of consequences to that.
And he's willing to pay for those consequences. He's willing to pay to the tune of almost $2 million.
Yeah, she filed for taking the $100,000, knowing that he did. One, you knew he did. You like that's the thing. That's where the responsibility falls on the woman because she knew that he did not want kids. If I'm following the story correct, he told her, "I do not want kids." She knew he did not want kids. A dude, I mean, listen, I've been dealing with men for a long time, okay? Like, a dude, if you gonna let him do it, he gonna do it. Like, 9 times out of 10, y'all
gonna do it.
Y'all easy, okay?
I'm not
like,
it really don't take that much.
It's not that much. Like, blowing their neck the right way, and then, you know, like,
with a stick and some Hennessy shots, you
like,
tricking almost 80% of the population.
Look at this.
Nah, we gotta replay that Skittle clip.
Chill.
I'm like, what?
Like,
it's that bad.
It's not that. I mean, it's not that hard. Like for y'all to do it. So it's like because that's why I tell women if you're gonna be out here dating and having sex, you can't be naive out here in this game. Like
she wasn't on birth control. She knew he didn't want the kid. She kept the $100K he gave her. Like, yo.
My thing is, he gave you $100K for the purpose of getting rid of it.
Yep.
You purposely did not tell him you weren't going to get rid of it. Pocketed the $100K and then took him to court.
Yep.
For something that you knew that's the thing where it's like women, all right, you gotta take accountability because you have a play in the mess that is what it is.
Oh, that's a fact. That's a fact.
She has, in my opinion, she has way more overplay than Anthony Edwards. Because she had the baby.
I agree with you.
Yeah, she had the baby.
And I hate
for
him.
9 months.
I hate to agree with you, but
and let's not take into account Anthony Edwards is 23. She is 38, damn near 40.
Oh,
she knew what she was doing. She knew what she was doing.
Predatory.
And her previous baby father.
Weird as hell.
Her previous baby father, Lil Baby, is 10 years younger than her.
Got to talk about.
Yeah, so she's like.
What do y'all got to talk about?
And she's a beautiful woman, right? But she could have got a man her own age.
Right.
But she didn't. Why? Because
she had to know that 23-year-old man soldiers was going to be marching.
She did it because she knew, he's a young, dumb athlete. Just how she knew Lil Baby was a young, dumb rapper.
Yeah.
She's got a history of doing this.
Trapping.
Yeah, she probably told him, like, don't stop.
Mm-hmm.
Don't pull out.
Or, plot twist, she was on top.
Hey. Damn. Damn.
Like, hey.
You not denied it. You bad quiet in that corner.
Hey.
Nah, listen. I got kids. Listen, I'm a bad example.
Being solo.
I'm a bad example.
You was in an uncompromising position.
Oh, listen, man. Don't let me in it.
We the parents here.
No, that's why you quiet.
We are the parents.
I told you. Don't let me get it.
Listen.
Please don't.
His bowling game is trash.
Oh, it's trash. In the trash. 100%.
In the trash.
In the trash.
In the trash.
Track record 0.
So,
Zero to 4 is crazy. Oh my God.
That's crazy.
I would get into multiple debates about this, like, the kid is the one that's suffering, which is true, right?
Yeah.
But the reality is
that is true.
Because both parents is irresponsible.
Yeah.
Yes.
If she not thinking about the kid, why should he? Especially he's the one that didn't want the kid.
Yeah, he's not gonna. I mean, yeah.
You can't force people to have. I mean, I guess she don't care about that because if her goal was just to get the money, because is Lil Baby paying her?
Yeah.
So she getting the $2 million plus his child support for his kid.
Yep.
And as a woman, she can always go to court and make it increase.
Oh yeah, and I forgot this one. I forgot this tidbit, right? When she got pregnant with Anthony Edwards' baby, she moved to California where she knew the child support.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, she where she was at before. I did hear that.
I think like Atlanta or something.
And they wouldn't because he didn't sign the birth certificate or something.
Now she's trying to make him legally sign
the birth certificate. I was like,
great.
Yeah, because she can't get benefits if he's not on the birth certificate or something.
But I don't think you can force somebody to sign a birth certificate. Like you can you?
She's trying.
You can't, but what you can do is
DNA
take them
test.
to court and get a DNA test, and it'll be on legal documents that he's the father.
Yeah.
So then that way, like, if she wanted to take him to court for anything concerning the kid, she could.
So let me ask you a question.
But he gave up his rights, though.
Yeah, but what if she actually went and was like, you know what, I'm gonna do this whole DNA test. What if it came back that it's not his?
Then he could sue her or
For that money back? You sue her for the money back? Is that a thing?
I don't know if a dude making that much money would
care enough.
No,
but I'm just wondering, like, if I wanted to be petty, because I'm like, okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I've never heard of a dude. Like, it would have to be on some petty junk, because I've never heard of a dude.
Yeah.
Like, most dudes are just like, whatever, bro. Like,
I like petty.
He's trying.
I believe it.
I feel like he's trying to pay all 219 months up front right now because he knows he's up for that Supermax contract.
Yep.
And he ain't trying to fuck up that.
That's smart. That was smart on his part.
Yeah.
Very smart.
Yep.
His lawyer was like,
because why not?
this is an option?
And people
I'm not gonna be paying this all.
Yeah.
People online is like, oh, you know, he shouldn't have been stupid enough to bust in there. I'm like, yeah, he was stupid, but that don't mean he gotta keep being stupid.
Exactly.
Just because
a mistake is a mistake. It's only not a mistake when you keep doing it over and over again. Then it's a choice.
There's a lot of mistakes that made those mistakes.
A mistake is a mistake. If you keep doing it over and over again, it's a choice.
Especially when
here's the thing. It is a choice because she's not the first person that he has impregnated. He has 3 other women pregnant on the way.
Whoa.
Yeah.
On the way?
Yes.
Yeah. So they're gonna learn from this. They're gonna learn from this.
New
Y'all put it
information.
So, like I said,
New
50-50
information.
because
I did not know
he
that.
is just as deplorable as this woman.
Oh nah, that changes
Just
the
that-
game completely.
Just as
Like,
deplorable.
that changes the
Just
game
as-
completely.
It's like, hey, you taking advantage of this young man.
I understand if he had no children, no
I
priors
can
underneath.
understand that.
But you got 3 baby showers to attend. You got 3 Burberry shirts to buy. I don't got. You know what the fuck you doing, and you
My
just
boy
don't
got
give a damn.
3 kids
So-
on the way, and was about to have a 4th one, and was like, "Yeah, I got it. I'm willing to pay the the $2 million, the $1.9 million.
We're not taking into account all the facts.
Just so it's not a headache."
I
Not
still agree
taking
with
all
that.
the facts.
Well, then,
Oh yeah, that changes the game.
It might
He-
possibly be some more males.
Yeah,
then.
she might not
all
attract
males
him.
now, yeah.
Just
He might not attract her. I mean, she might not attract her.
He was just being stupid.
I feel like she definitely trapped him, but he's still stupid.
That's what I'm saying. Put
I don't know if she trapped him,
accountability.
but you know who you go after. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if she trapped him because it's
She
it take
plotted.
2. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, she plotted though. Because you got
Definitely plotted.
you got a rapper, you got a ball player, and I mean
That's the mentality
Yeah,
of
Yeah,
16.
that's just her MO at this point.
Get you a baseball player.
Yo,
Ain't no cap on it.
They got money.
They got
Ain't no cap on it.
Yeah, baseball players.
Yeah,
They got
Well, baseball player.
money.
That's crazy.
Damn.
That's crazy.
I had to explain that to one of my coworkers. I'm like, baseball players,
Yeah, they
make
make that bread.
This
like
is why you gotta have,
international soccer people money.
that's why you gotta have a close relationship with your moms, man. Your mom would have been like, bitch, if you don't get the fuck out of here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She was, listen, not my son.
But these sons
You
don't be
got
listening
me.
to their mama. So, hey,
Ain't right.
hard-headed as hell.
Yeah,
Okay.
we are.
Okay.
But
You know
my
what?
dudes be like,
But when y'all get in trouble, when they get in trouble, they listen to mama. They
Yeah.
be like, "Mom, I don't know what to do, man."
I'm sorry.
And you sit there and listen to your mom tell you off about
I
how
your mom's
told
gonna lay it
your
out in
ass.
front of you, like before
I
you
told
have
your
it.
ass 2 years ago to
I
slow
told
down.
you not to do that, and I told you to keep your thing in your pants.
And you don't listen.
I
Now
told
look at
to
you.
wrap it up.
Now look at you. Look at how you looking. Exactly.
Now we gotta deal with this. Now we gotta deal with this hussy.
Or in my mother's words, this heifer.
Mama back in the day, we gotta deal with this hussy.
Yeah, that's
And all
what
her
Black
shenanigans.
women over the age of 50 love saying words. That's not bitch. They was like
Right.
heifer.
Yeah.
I'm like, we gotta deal with this heifer.
That-
It's,
Oh my God, Mom!
This floozy.
That
Lucy,
floozy.
yes.
I don't see a lot of black women saying floozy
Floozy.
though, but
Nah, that's
But-
back in the day. That's when the
or
60s.
for grandmothers, that woman got a Jezebel spirit.
Yes, that Jezebel. Get that Jezebel out of my house.
She got a Jezebel spirit. We
Right.
don't have to pray for her. Because she ain't pray for
We
herself.
gotta bring those words back.
What? We gotta bring it back? Start bringing it back. Oh, now I know. Look, listen, people in them 50s and them 60s, they like that heifer word.
Woo!
They like the heifer. They
Oh,
quick to call somebody a heifer.
Oh, yeah. I got a story for that one.
Quick
Off
to call
camera.
somebody a heifer.
Remind me off camera. I'll tell you a story about that.
My mom's just gonna straight up call you a hoe.
Yeah.
She a hoe.
hilarious.
She a hoe. She a hoe.
Yeah.
Ain't they straight shooting like that? So it don't even matter. See, cultural. Okay? Didn't I say?
She a hoe.
See, cultural. Okay?
You know what I mean? I mean, you know, since I was a kid, she say, wear a condom. Which one you want? The condom or the casket?
You know what?
That's
I
what
like
she told me.
it. I like
She said, no, the condom or the casket.
I like her. I like her. Yeah, I like mom. I'm about to start telling David that.
Yeah, instead of saying hoe, I'm
Yeah.
going to say condom or casket.
Condom or the casket.
Lord.
I'm like, you know what? You right.
With a condom, you die of AIDS.
And that was around.
Straight up.
Yeah, that was around real bad during y'all.
AIDS or something else is what they got out here nowadays.
It's tuberculosis.
AIDS might be bearable, shoot.
Well, AIDS is now curable, right?
I mean,
Don't they got a cure? South Africa came out with a cure from what I
Nah,
heard.
the real talk, I think
it's not
AIDS
cured.
and herpes is
It's-
curable. They ain't telling us.
No, I'm saying,
It's
did anybody do
manageable.
research? I think South Africa just came out with a
Dr.
cure, right?
Sebi been saying AIDS been curable forever. I think Magic Johnson is cured.
Nah, I'm not bullshitting.
Magic Johnson is cured.
I think South Africa came up with a
He
cure for
paid for
AIDS.
it and kept it a secret and didn't tell nobody.
Somebody read up on it. Somebody please read up on it.
Pull it up right now.
Listen, in my honest opinion, I swear you can
I got
probably
my
find
stuff
research
pulled
on
up,
it.
so that's
AIDS
why I
and
can't.
herpes, there's a cure. I believe it.
No, that's a cure. Because people were saying that for years.
AIDS and herpes, there's a cure.
Yeah.
There's definitely a cure.
They're making too much money off of it.
And it ain't 50,000. That's the problem, is that they not making money off of it. That's the problem. Like, they not gonna give you the answer until they figure out how they can mass produce and then make money off of it. Like, if it's something that's scarce or products that's scarce that help it knock it out, like, if they can't figure out how to mass produce that one thing that's really knocking it out of your system, they're not gonna share the formula with the world. Not America. Now somewhere else they might, but in America, Big Pharma make too much money off of us being sick for us to
They'll pay for us to maintain the sickness, not to cure.
not to cure it. Exactly.
Why do you think insulin pens are like $250 to $300 for the average consumer that actually have diabetes? Not for the people that want to shed 50 pounds.
That Ozempic is
Right.
insulin, right?
Yeah, it's basically insulin.
So me and my girl, we were just talking about this yesterday, right?
Mm-hmm.
So my nephew, he's 5 years old. He has cancer. Right?
Oh.
So I hear that, bro.
Right.
Sorry.
Yeah, he's got like this. He's got this cancer called NF1, right? Neurofibrosis, something. I forgot
No
exactly.
fibrosis.
Yeah. So my boy's cancer. My boy told me to hit up the group chat about his new chemo, right?
Mm-hmm.
His copay is $5 for a month's supply, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he told me how much the medication would be without insurance.
How much is it?
$19,000
Damn.
for 1 month supply, right? So me and my girl were just talking like, yo, she said, I don't know if it actually costs that or that's just something that the insurance company tells you that they paid.
Wow.
So you can keep on paying for insurance. Because it doesn't make sense to me, right? That an insurance company would be like, oh, okay, yeah, because you pay us $100 or something, $200 something a month, we're going to pay $19,995 and you just pay us $5. That don't make no sense to me. Like,
It's paying the overhead because of like the market price. That's paid basically the big wigs. Is it right? No. Is it happening? Yes.
And I think you're just taking it from like an overall average of what everybody's paying. They got the money. And what you pay over a course of years is going to amount to a whole lot. A whole lot.
That's why I said health insurance is a scam.
Because, you know, I'm paying it, you paying it. You might not ever need it, but you didn't put all this money out. So, I mean, really, they got the money to pay that little $19,000.
I'm not an economist. I'm not into the healthcare, but like to me, just
Yeah, it's not
the
crazy.
math just don't really matter.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of economy, would you like me to transition to the next topic?
Sure.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay, well, let me try to see if I can do this right. I'm going to start off with a video and then we're going to go into science.